Hey, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. Got a question for you. How flexible are you? What got this video going for me is I was watching a video I just shot, and I always do that. I usually do that. I shoot the video, I watch it through to make sure it's decent, and then I upload it, which takes sometimes all darn day. I live off grid. What can I do? And in the middle of watching my video, my phone, my Android, just decided it wanted to update. I hate updates. The way I look at it, my stuff is working good. Leave me alone. Don't try to help me. Don't try to fix me. Because every time you get an update, things don't work like they're supposed to, whether it's on your laptop or your phone or your whatever. And I got to thinking, I was like, I'm going to be happy when the EMP, coronal mass ejection, happens and all this technology crap, no worky. In a way, I will be happy. Would you? Now, I make my living, to a large degree, with these stupid little devices. Right? I mean, you're here watching this on a device. I shot it on a device, uploaded it via the internet, all that stuff, right? I get it. And so all that would go away, which is why, quite frankly, I don't just throw this stuff away now and tell people, if you want me, here's the phone number for the nearest store where I have a friend who works there. Call them, leave a message, they'll come get me. Yeah, this stuff frustrates the heck out of me. But the point is not to be how I'm frustrated with technology. That is also very useful, and how I need to get with the program. But as long as I'm there, I guess we're coming back to flexibility. As long as I'm there, for the longest time, and he's changing, my father refused to use email. It's like, that's impersonal. If you care about someone and truly love them, you'll handwrite a letter. He didn't even like typed letters. And then when we got him onto email, he would type in all caps, and he couldn't click a link. Forget about putting a link in something. He couldn't figure out how to click a link and go there. Just totally non-internet savvy. And the world's running on the internet, right? I get that. And so I told my kids, who are all, late 20, 30s, you cannot let me get like that. I don't need to be cutting edge. I don't need to, have the latest cool thing. But if it's important, I need to be able to do it and have it. And I'm relying on y'all, my children, to keep me squared away. And so they have. I don't need a Twitter, evidently. Although, my wife has a Twitter, and you can get some pretty good news on Twitter. I actually have a Twitter account. I just never go there. And so I was thinking about that, You can't be a dinosaur and die in the mud pit, right? You got to constantly move forward. I don't think one needs to be at the cutting edge of stuff, but what's important is important, and what is. The world is running via this kind of stuff, so you got to be able to use it. Still frustrates the hell out of me, which brings me to flexibility. How flexible are you? Right now, you have a life like this. You probably also have a dream life over here. Let's throw that away for now. You're in this life here. What if life throws you a curveball and you're all of a sudden, boop, you're in this lane? How are you going to deal with that? Are you flexible enough to deal with it? I was talking to somebody the other day, and I don't think they got it, what I was saying. It's one of our community members, and I was kind of explaining this concept from my perspective to him, and I was saying, I'm a contingency planner, which I've told you all that more than my own people. I'm constantly planning contingencies, which doesn't mean that I'm planning on doing that thing. And I was telling him, I've really looked hard at living overseas. I kind of know all the ins and outs for living in Thailand. From a man who hasn't moved to Thailand, I get it. There's things you don't know. But I have a pretty good understanding of how to do it. and what that would look like for Sister Kate and I. I know that one of the best places right now, one of the hot spots for expats, is Vietnam. I know the downsides of Vietnam, many of them. And so I was just talking about that, how I could go there and live there, and but my life would really change. This is my backyard. I have a gun. I've got more guns in there. I got more guns everywhere. I shoot guns. I like it. It's fun. You move to Vietnam, you're not having a gun. You move to Thailand, you're not having a gun. Oh, there's a way you could get one. You're not having a gun, right? It's not that life. And what I was telling this guy is, you can get an apartment in Vietnam, like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. So you kind of turn the one, and when I say 2-bedroom, I mean there's like 2 rooms and a bathroom, right? And there's like a little semi-outdoor kitchen area. So basically you turn one room into a living room / office, you turn the other room into the bedroom / this is where you store stuff. That's another thing. I have a lot of stuff. You go live that life, you're not going to have a lot of stuff, right? Because you don't have a lot of room, but you can get that apartment for $300 a month. It's nice. It's brand new. It has high-speed internet, and all utilities included, flush toilets. You can eat out for like $3. $9 a day, you're eating out. I could swing that on my military pension, right? We could do that, but my life would totally change. But in my mind, I could do that. I wouldn't curl up in the fetal position and die. At one point, my wife's mother, who, let's put this gently, doesn't like me, had a terrible car accident, and it wasn't her fault, and looked like she was going to need home care for the rest of her life, like changing diapers, helping her get up, make sure she eats, care for the rest of her life. And my wife and I don't believe in old folks' homes. That's us. So this woman who doesn't like me, we were going to move to her house in Florida and live. So we volunteered to do it. We talked to the other siblings. We're like, yeah, we'll do it. But man, our life would have changed. I mean, they're in like a gated community subdivision, with all those Florida houses. She has a little in-ground pool. Little. I think you can probably take 2 strokes and be at the other end. And I was thinking, all right, how is my life going to change? Because I can't do this. And I thought, well, okay. It's a 3-bedroom house. Mom will stay in the master bedroom because that's where, she's lived forever. We'll take one of the other bedrooms. And I said, we're turning the 3rd bedroom into an office, and my day is going to consist of me getting up, running to the beach, running back, taking a shower, and then working in the office, becoming an author. Air-conditioned comfort, drinking an iced tea, clicking away on the keyboard. I don't have all these chores to do. That's what I was going to do. So I was flexible in my mind. We can do that. Now, I was so happy when Mom made a complete recovery. Total. Awesome woman. Strong. And so we didn't have to do that. Oh, praise the Father. But I was willing to do it. What are you willing to do? What not willing to do? We're all willing to do a lot more. What could you accept and still have a fulfilled life? How flexible are you? And the reason I say that, it's a survival thing. Life can change overnight, whether it's the end of the world for everybody else or just you. It can change overnight. How are you going to deal with that? And the way you're going to deal with that in a lot of ways can be determined by how you deal with things today. How flexible are you? Can you live a totally different lifestyle and still have, satisfaction? I told this person that I was talking to the other day, I could live almost anywhere in almost any conditions I have and make something good about it. And he said, except for Northern Virginia. I said, no, I have no desire to go back to Northern Virginia at all. Woof. But I've lived there before several times. I know how to have fun there. There's awesome museums, there's good parks, there's great food. You find the goodness, right? Maybe that's what I'll title this video. Not how flexible you are, but can you find the goodness in life? Wherever you live now, if it's urban, picture yourself, well, a lot of people want to live rural. Yeah, but just work with that. Work with that. How flexible are you? All right. Think about that. Look at your comments. I'll see you out there.